New Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Act like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Wentz on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now the rookie first-rounder from Penn State, Saquon Barkley. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Rosas puts this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a toss play. It's a Giant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On play action, Wentz. It's caught, Kamar Aiken. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
The freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Leopard!
On second down, here's Lauletta. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go.
On first and 10, Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Watch him now, buddy.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Timmy Jernigan with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Leopard!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind put me in a position to make a play.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On second down, here's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Wentz now to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Leopard!
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
3rd and 1, Lauletta wants to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Back deep is Darren Sproles. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Look good, though. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Great 15.
Wentz going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll return it from the 6. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Lauletta now on second. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Lauletta now to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Lauletta. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Lauletta back to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Lauletta to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Wentz to throw on second down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. And now out come the Giants. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Lawletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go now.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Lauletta on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Leopard! Gone!
From the red zone now, Lauletta. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Michael Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 5. Bennett, of course, a big offseason pickup for the Eagles.
And they love his versatility. He can play defensive end, defensive tackle in obvious pass situations, 9.5 sacks last season in Seattle, and the smallest shoulder pads for a man his size we've ever seen.
A 3-time Pro Bowler to boot. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56!
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And fights him off. Being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Lauletta, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his man, Kamar Aiken. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Wentz. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever.
Shorty, shorty, shorty. Go, go. Black, black, come on. 81.
Now Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons.